Hey folks, here at OS Reviews. As aforementioned, USB Type-C really is the standard in connectivity and data charging moving forwards. It's great for ultra-portables, tablets, and smartphones, and it unifies the problems with proprietary ports. In addition, it provides quick file transfer, quick charging, and also that reversibility, which is quite handy if you're in the dark and struggling to see the orientation when you just plug your phone into power, something like that. Today we're taking a look at a quick wall charger by Innergie. It's called the PowerJoy, and it sells on Amazon for under 30 bucks. That may sound expensive at first, but since USB Type-C is still kind of new, this is a reasonable price compared to the competition. This is the packaging, or the outside of the packaging, I should say, and if we open up the cardboard box, we have access to the wall charger on the inside. So you can see the Innergie USB-C wall charger. It gives us a combined output of 5.4 amps, 2 ports, and also offers swappable travel plug. So if you're going to Europe or Asia, you can swap those out and still use this. 3 years warranty, and has an interesting kind of 360 degree. That means, again, the USB Type-C can be fully reversed without damaging the port. There's Chinese instructions on one side and then English on the other side, so this will work for charging the new MacBook that has Type-C or Thunder ports. You can see it charges it up in under 1.8 hours, which is very impressive for a laptop. And then the Type-A output, so it also has a what seems like a standard full-size USB port, can charge up an iPhone 7 Plus in around 2.1 hours. That's also very, very quick. So this seems like one of the fastest chargers that you can find for a small size. Charging performance 1.35 times faster than a traditional 1 amp charger, so we'll certainly test that out and find out if the claims are true. Opening the top, we have access to the PowerJoy unit. We'll take a closer look at this in a second. There is an instruction pamphlet printed what looks like in blue and black, and it tells you how to rotate the prongs to swap it out for a different country or for a different region for your socket. So it seems like the actual base of the PowerJoy can be rotated so that it gets further or closer away to the actual charging AC port, so that you can still use it for charging other products, which is quite useful. And additional instructions and info about the plugs are located on the back. So in here, I'm suspecting that we have just the additional kind of travel prongs. So this is what that looks like. And that's it, no other accessories. You don't get a Type-C cable included in the packaging as a bonus. So here is what one of those prongs look like. You can see the circular design. That means it can be rotated 360 degrees from the base. And this is for the UK, and we can see some other plugs and variants. This one for the US, which we'll take a look at now. Alright, so pretty standard. We have just some basic serial numbers on the inside, and then the main PowerJoy unit is made out of a polycarbonate plastic that feels pretty sturdy. There's a bit of tape that we're going to remove, and you can see some interesting decisions on how the curves are more prominent on the outside versus on the left side here. And if we turn it over, there is a soft touch rubber cap that looks like it's protecting the swivel part, or the port where you plug in these adapters for different plugs, and you just pop this in and then rotate it for it to go in all the way. So indeed, this part actually rotates 360 degrees, which is actually quite convenient. It means that, you know, let's say if I plug this into the wall like this, it might be blocking the bottom port, but I can then rotate it, and all of a sudden it's at a new orientation that probably misses the second power port or AC port, and that allows me to then plug in another charger or whatever I'm using and still use both ports on my wall plug. So it's a pretty smart design going on there. Feels pretty tight as far as popping it on. And then on the bottom here, we have access to the aforementioned USB Type-C port, and then there's also the quick charging 5-volt 2.1 amps full-size USB-based port for charging your other smartphones and iPhone 7, lightning cable, stuff like that you have to pop in your own cable for. So that's pretty much it. So there's only these 2 ports, nothing else going on the sides. So plugged into power, you can see there's a faint LED light on the front here that glows blue to tell you that its power is running through, but it doesn't do anything else as far as glow or change colors when it's actually charging another phone or tablet. But obviously you can plug in 2 cables at the same time, a USB Type-C and then another full-size USB cable, maybe micro USB or lightning, and there are no hindrances to simultaneous charging. And in my quick testing, indeed charging rates were quite fast. Using the full-size USB port, I was able to completely charge up an Android phone with roughly a 3000 milliamp hour capacity battery in under 1.5 hours. And that is indeed really fast for a non-Qualcomm quick charge enabled charger. So this might be interesting. They might be using their own proprietary technology to speed up the charging process, but it's definitely a very efficient charger. The Type-C port gives you even faster performance, as expected, for charging up devices like a MacBook or a Type-C compatible phone. All in all, this seems to be a pretty nice, compact USB Type-C charger that gives you good performance as well as a very smart design with a rotatable prong and adapters for traveling use. At this price, I think it's a good buy if you are looking for something to take with you when you're traveling and you do want something that gives you fast performance. So we'll do a bit more testing and come out with a more complete review soon, but for now, this has been our video. Thanks for watching here at OS Reviews. This has been a close look at the Innergie PowerJoy Type-C 2-in-1 charger.